Welcome to my B&B Today's Show channel. I hope today fantastic for everyone. Please hit the subscribes button and give this video thumbs up. Finn shocks Sheila and Hope warns Deacon about his wife. Liam asks Bridget when he will be able to leave the hospital. She says he's improving, but she and Finn agree they shouldn't rush it. Finn says goodbye to Steffy and exits. Liam goes over how lucky he is to be in such good and caring hands. He tells Steffy it's nice to witness how good she and Finn are with each other. He's happy for her. How have you been handling it though? Luna Nozawa being his daughter. Bridget's eyes grow wide. Steffy asks Bridget to tell the patient to focus on his recovery, but Bridget tells Steffy she's concerned too. She hopes she's not letting Luna become part of her family. Steffy assures them both that's never going to happen. Bridget exits and Liam asks Steffy to tell him that Finn wants nothing to do with Luna. Steffy tells him there are more important things to focus on. Liam persists. This is about her safety and that of the kids. Steffy will do whatever she can to put Luna back behind bars. That is her fight. His is getting better. Liam says his fight is easier if he's not worrying about Kelly being exposed to Luna. Are you certain that Finn doesn't care if she's his biological daughter, right? Liam knows that Finn's a good man, and that can sometimes work against you. In the past, he had difficulty saying no to his blood relatives. Steffy's unconcerned. She's confident Finn will never allow Luna to be part of their lives. Lee gives a stern reminder. In his office, Finn thinks about Luna crying and hugging her. Lee walks in and realizes he's not okay. How could you be? Knowing Luna is your daughter. It sickens her, thinking of how Poppy took advantage of him all those years ago. He was only 18 and she was an adult. Poppy crossed an unforgivable line. She rants that it's no wonder Luna turned out how she did, what with Poppy as a mother and Sheila's blood running through her veins. She doesn't care if she's his daughter, he needs to stay far away from Luna. I mean it. Finn assures her he knows Luna can have no part of his life. He laments that it could have been different if Penelope had told him the truth. Lee knows part of his thinks he could have helped Luna, but now it's too late. Luna cannot have any part in your life. Sheila won't allow Steffy's interference. At Illinois Giardino, Sheila tells Luna that Deacon is still at Brooks with Hope, so they have more time together. Luna wishes she didn't have to sneak around to see her. Sheila says Deacon needs more time to accept the situation, but he will. She can convince that man of anything. Right now, there is someone else they have to convince to accept and embrace Luna. Luna thinks she means Will, but Sheila is talking about her father. Luna wants Finn in her life, especially now that her mother has cut her out. Sheila hugs her and says it's horrible for a mother to abandon her child. Luna shrugs, I did frame her for murder. Sheila says they all make mistakes. Poppy's was keeping her away from Finn. Luna says Finn's the kind of man she always hoped for in a dad. He would have been a perfect role model. Sheila can't think of a man in the world who would be a better father. Luna sniffs, unfortunately, Steffy will never feel that way. Luna feels that having a father like Finn may mean there is some good in her. Sheila tells her she is good. Luna sniffs that her dad will never be able to see that. She'll never be able to have a relationship with him. Sheila insists she will be able to, they're going to fight for that. Luna's scared she'll never know Finn as her father, thanks to Steffy. Sheila fumes that Steffy has overstepped in more ways than one. She will suffer greatly as a result of this. She won't get away with it. I won't allow it. I won't let that happen. I am determined, Luna. I am determined to bring my son and granddaughter together. More. The health crisis that Liam is going through might just help Sheila. Deacon is warned by Hope at Brooks' house. Deacon assures Hope that better things will be coming in her future. He urges her to go out and make her own break if life doesn't give her one. Hope appreciates the support, but this is a two-way street. She asks how he's doing. He says, great. Hope knows about Luna being Sheila's granddaughter. Deacon admits he's not exactly thrilled. Hope realizes it must be painful to know two of his closest friends were killed by his wife's granddaughter. Deacon nods. More, heartbreak could send Scott Clifton back to GH. Deacon wants Sheila to have a relationship with her kids and grandkids, But when it comes to Luna, it's not happening. Hope hopes Sheila understands that. Deacon says he made her choose. Luna or me. She chose me. She understands she can't have anything to do with Luna, ever. Hope's glad that she's prioritizing their relationship, she just worries that it might be very tempting for her to be part of Luna's orbit. She pleads with her dad to be smart. This is Sheila we're talking about. Hope acknowledges her empathy for Steffy in this circumstance. Luna Nozawa. Steffy's stepdaughter. B and Deacon hope Finn makes his feelings clear. At the hospital, Sheila infuriates Finn by popping into his office. Ignoring him asking her to leave, she asks if he's as excited as she is for the new addition to their family. You made me a grandmother all over again. More, Brooke's former flame returning. Luna comes to a stop at Illinois Giardino after passing the Tom and Hollis portraits. She thinks about Finn being unable to be part of her life after what she did. More, B&B fumbles Daphne Rose. At the hospital, Finn tells Sheila she needs to leave, now. Sheila says she will. I am aware of how you perceive me. Or I know how Steffy feels about me, is what I really should be saying. She tells him she had to see him. This is exciting news for both of them. Finn says, this isn't something that you. He yells that Luna killed 2 innocent men and put Steffy in a cage. If he hadn't found her, Steffy would have perished. Sheila isn't excusing any of that, but she's seen Luna, and she hates what she's done. Finn chuckles. Yeah, now. Sheila goes on to describe what it might be like to have a positive, loving force in her life. She knows he must have conflicting emotions right now, but it will never change the fact that Luna is his daughter. Our blood, Finn. Our blood. She pleads with him not to shut her out. Don't let Luna go another day without her father. Finn says she's right. She would not have kidnapped Steffy or killed those 2 men if he had been there from the beginning. But she did. And because of that, blood or no blood, she's no daughter of mine. Sheila reels. Sheila plots behind Steffy's back to reunite father and daughter. In a heart-wrenching confrontation, Finn brutally rejects Luna despite her tearful pleas, while vengeful Sheila secretly plots to destroy Steffy's world by reuniting father and daughter no matter the cost or consequences. Finn disowns Luna as scheming Sheila vows revenge against Steffy. In a heart-wrenching hospital confrontation that left viewers stunned, Dr. John Finn Finnegan delivered the crushing blow that Luna Nozawa has been dreading to hear. Despite Sheila Carter's emotional pleas about blood ties and second chances, Finn stood his ground with devastating clarity. Blood or no blood, she's no daughter of mine. Brutal rejection leaves Luna shattered. The tension was palpable as Sheila burst into Finn's office, practically bubbling with excitement about their newfound family connection. But her joy quickly turned to horror as Finn made his position crystal clear he would never accept Luna as his daughter after her crimes against Steffy Forrester and her family. I don't think Luna would have done these horrible things if I'd been in her life, Finn admitted during the emotional showdown, showing a brief moment of regret before hardening his resolve. This fleeting acknowledgement only made his rejection more devastating, as he refused to let biology override his loyalty to Steffy. Meanwhile, a tearful Luna confided in Sheila at Illinois Giardino, revealing her deepest vulnerabilities. I can't imagine a better dad than Finn. He makes me think there could be good in me. This raw confession came as Luna stared longingly at photos of her past victims, showing just how desperately she craves redemption through Finn's acceptance. Sheila's secret plot threatens to destroy everything. While Finn believes he's put the matter to rest, little does he know that his rejection has only fueled Sheila's determination. In a chilling moment away from prying eyes, Sheila made a blood-curdling vow that sent shivers down viewers' spines. I am determined to bring my son and my granddaughter together. This wasn't just idle talk, Sheila's eyes blazed with the familiar fire that has preceded some of her most devastating schemes. She specifically mentioned that Steffy has overstepped in keeping Luna away from Finn, making it clear that Steffy is once again in Sheila's crosshairs. What makes this situation even more explosive is that Sheila has been meeting with Luna behind Deacon Sharp's back, despite promising him she would have nothing to do with her. Deacon dismissed Hope Logan's concerns that Sheila could not be trusted to keep that promise, setting him up for a devastating betrayal when Sheila's secret meetings are revealed. Steffy's self-assurance could be her downfall. Oblivious to the brewing storm, Steffy confidently assured Liam Spencer at the hospital that Luna will never be part of her family, a declaration that may come back to haunt her. With Liam expressing concerns about his children's safety around Luna, Steffy's determination to keep Luna away has never been stronger. Adding fuel to the fire, Lee Finnegan made her position crystal clear during a tense confrontation with her son. Even if Luna is his flesh and blood, he needs to stay far away from her. I mean that. Lee didn't hold back, cruelly describing Poppy Nozawa as a pill-popping sex addict and blaming her for how Luna turned out. Luna is becoming increasingly isolated and desperate as a result of the numerous forces working against her, making her the ideal pawn in Sheila's vengeful game. Furthermore, history has repeatedly demonstrated that a trapped Sheila with nothing to lose is capable of unimaginable destruction. Will Finn's rejection push Luna over the edge? The question now haunting viewers is whether Finn's brutal rejection will drive Luna to embrace her darker impulses. The pain that was clearly visible in her eyes was evident as she sat by herself after Sheila had left, looking at pictures of her victims Tom and Hollis. Could this rejection be the final push that sends Luna spiraling into becoming exactly what everyone fears, a carbon copy of her grandmother? With Sheila determined to unite father and daughter no matter what, Steffy's perfect world stands on the precipice of destruction. Will Finn's loyalty to his wife withstand Sheila's manipulations? Or will his biological connection to Luna and his own admission that he might have prevented her crimes eventually break through his resolve? One thing is certain: Sheila Carter has never failed when she sets her mind to destroying Steffy Forrester, and this time she has the ultimate weapon, Finn's own daughter. Lee insists Finn stay away from Luna. The bold and the beautiful indicate that Lee Finnegan realizes that John Finn Finnegan is being drawn closer to his daughter Luna Nozawa. Finn was cheated out of his daughter throughout her whole childhood. Lee will insist her son to stay away from his daughter. Lee Finnegan is trying to protect her son. Lee knows that Steffy Forrester will never allow Finn to be around Luna. Luna has already been sentenced to prison for murder. Unfortunately, Bill Spencer secured her release. Lee knows just how dangerous Luna is and wants to protect her family. Also, Lee doesn't want Steffy to break up with Finn again. Finn cherishes his children. However, Finn feels guilty for not being there for Luna even though it was through no fault of his own. Finn repeatedly asked Poppy Nozawa if the child belonged to him, and she said no. He knows that Poppy lied. Finn cannot change the way Luna turned out, but can he stay away? Luna Nozawa would like to meet John Finnegan. Luna has always wanted to be with her father. Luna never knew the identity of her father until Finn told her. At the time, Finn seemed to want to be there for Luna. Finn then realized that his plan wouldn't work because Steffy would never allow him to be around her. Steffy doesn't believe that Luna could change. Luna has tried to convince Finn and his family that she is a different person now. However, no one buys that. Luna continues to try to manipulate people into doing things for her. Luna has even tried this between Finn and Steffy. However, Luna almost killed Steffy Forrester once already. Steffy refuses to give her another chance. John Finnegan cannot risk his marriage for Luna Nozawa. Lee will make it plain to Finn that he cannot give up on his marriage for Luna. Finn knows Steffy will never accept Luna as her stepdaughter after she tried to murder her. Luna was going to leave Steffy to die in the abandoned building if Finn hadn't found her. Luna was the one who left her there. Steffy is just as afraid of Luna as she is Sheila Sharp. Sheila shot both Steffy and Finn years ago and they managed to survive. However, that does not mean that they would survive another attack. Will Finn be pulled toward Luna as Steffy and Liam Spencer continue to bond? Sheila pleaded Luna's case. What happened today on Bold and the Beautiful? Finn, Steffy, and Bridget continued to gather in Liam's room. He was on the mend but not out of the woods. For now, he was in good spirits. Soon, Finn took his leave, and Bridget was about to, too, but she lingered just long enough to hear Liam ask Steffy how she was dealing with Luna being Finn's daughter. The doctor was shocked. Steffy assured them both that Luna wouldn't be part of her life or her family. Once alone, Liam worried to Steffy about Luna's close proximity to Finn and what that means for Steffy and the kids. As much as Steffy was sure Finn wouldn't put them at risk, Liam had a right to worry. Just look at how many times he snuck off to see the she-devil. More. Find out what's coming up next on B&B. I Want My Daddy. Speaking of Luna and Finn, Sheila was determined to make things right between father and daughter. Luna has not known who her father is her entire life, and Sheila has not been in contact with Finn her entire life. As far as Sheila's concerned, it's time for everyone to put the past behind them and start a new life together. Luna needs him now, especially after the fallout with Poppy, Romy Park. Unfortunately, neither sees Steffy allowing them to get close to him at all. Finn is such a perfect man and father, it's just too bad he married a hater. Sheila vowed to get Steffy out of the way and get Finn into Luna's life. Her granddaughter deserves her daddy, not to mention that Sheila also deserves her son. If Steffy wasn't willing to accept them, then it's time to go around her and push Finn to their side of the aisle. More. Will Luna turn super dark and try to kidnap Deacon? Meanwhile, Deacon continued to offer his support to Hope. Hope did the same back and offered Deacon her support, too. She asked how things were going, especially now that Luna is Sheila's granddaughter. Deacon admitted he wasn't exactly happy about it. In fact, he made Sheila choose between him and Luna, and surprise, she chose him. Hope worried Sheila wouldn't keep her word, though, and, of course, she was right. Finn made his choice. As for Finn, he retreated to his office to do some work, and think about his child. Lee came in as he was thinking back on Luna. She could tell this was all weighing heavily on her son. She understood. She was sickened by Poppy taking advantage of Finn all those years ago and then lying to them all for decades. Lee got all worked up and demanded Finn stay away from Luna. She may be his daughter, but she's also a cold-blooded killer, just like her grandmother. With that, Lee went back to work. No sooner did Lee get out the door than Sheila snuck into Finn's office. She was all smiles and sunshine as she tried to plead Luna's case and practically beg Finn to give his daughter an iota of his attention. Finn pushed back and even demanded that Sheila get out of his office and leave him alone, but she wasn't going anywhere until he heard her out. Oh, and she laid it on thick. Super thick. She played on his guilt, and it nearly worked. Blood or no blood, Luna was no daughter of his. Period. Sheila's surprise visit on Bold and the Beautiful. On the episode of The Bold and the Beautiful that aired on April 17th, Sheila surprised Finn. She showed up to his office to speak on Luna's behalf. Sheila is trying to guilt-trip Finn into seeing his daughter. Second surprise visit. On the B&B, Finn was back at the office after caring for Liam. He had to work on some other matters. But then he was interrupted by his thoughts. Finn's mind was on his daughter. His mom. Lee noticed that this situation was weighing on him. That's when she warned him to stay away from Luna. Shortly after Lee left, Sheila snuck into Finn's office. She was there to advocate on Luna's behalf. Sheila wanted to express her gratitude to Finn for giving her another grandchild. She also wanted to plead Luna's case for having her father in her life. Finn simply desired that Sheila live with him alone. As of this moment, he doesn't consider Luna as his daughter, but that could change. What this could mean for Finn. This is the second time that Finn has spoken to Sheila, yet he hasn't told his wife about it. He's already keeping secrets from Steffy, Jacqueline McInnes Wood. She has no idea that he's having lingering thoughts about his daughter. It seems as if Finn is afraid to speak his mind. More. Find out what's coming up next on B&B. When it involves a cold-blooded killer, this issue cannot be debated. But Finn could have regrets about not being in Luna's life. He might want to help her get back on the straight and narrow. The question is, what is Finn's Achilles heel? He will eventually have a moment of weakness that will lead him back to his daughter. We're interested in seeing how this plays out. The Bold and the Beautiful, the storyline unfurls with striking tension and delicate nuance as the lives of Liam, Finn, Sheila, Luna, Steffy, Deacon, and Hope tangle ever more tightly in a web of betrayal, family secrets, and redemption that feels like it's on the brink of combustion. The day begins in the sterile yet emotionally charged halls of the hospital where Liam, recovering from his recent health crisis, grows increasingly antsy to leave. Bridget, always the collected professional, agrees with Finn's cautious approach and insists that he still requires rest and observation. The dynamics between Bridget and Finn, both accomplished doctors, are underscored by a mutual respect, but what adds weight is Finn's momentary pause as he exits. His goodbye to Steffy is loaded with silent conflict, the kind that only becomes louder in its silence. In a rare moment of gratitude, Liam reflects warmly on how well Steffy and Finn function as a couple and reflects on how fortunate he is to be under such attentive care, subtly drawing a contrast to his own fractured connection with Steffy. But that warmth quickly gives way to concern, as he turns the subject toward Finn's shocking revelation that Luna Nozawa is his biological daughter. Steffy and their children, as well as the entire family ecosystem, are immediately impacted by Liam's perceptiveness and strategic acumen. Bridget, caught off guard, displays a telling flash of alarm in her widened eyes. Clearly, even the professionals are not immune to the ripple effects of the truth.